He invented it to kill his own pain. It became America, and he died with nothing. Look at this bottle. Today, almost everyone knows what it represents, but almost nobody knows the man who stood behind it. Because behind America's most recognizable drink is not a story about a corporation. It's a story about a wounded man. And the strangest part? He never lived long enough to understand what he had created. Atlanta, Georgia, 1886. America was rebuilding, and so was the city around him. Inside one small pharmacy worked a man named John Pemberton, pharmacist, inventor, and former soldier. Years before Coca-Cola, there was another chapter in his life, one written on a Civil War battlefield. Pemberton survived a serious wartime wound. But the war did not simply end when he left the battlefield. The battlefield was behind him. The pain and his dependence on morphine followed him home. So Pemberton did what he knew best. He began searching for another answer. He experimented with botanical ingredients, extracts, flavors, and formulas, failing again and again. His first breakthrough wasn't Coca-Cola. It was a medicinal wine called French wine coca. But Atlanta changed. The demand for alcohol-free drinks was growing. Pemberton needed a new formula. Then came May 1886. Pemberton carried a new syrup into the heart of Atlanta. He brought it to Jacob's Pharmacy, and there, the experiment became a drink. Carbonated water met the dark syrup. Bubbles raced upward, and history quietly took its first sip. The new drink was sold for 5 cents a glass. But nobody knew how far that glass would travel. And then came the part no legend likes to tell you. Almost nobody was buying it. During its first year, sales averaged roughly 9 drinks a day. 9. Then Pemberton's bookkeeper, Frank Robinson, gave the drink its name. And imagined the lettering. But while the name was being written, Pemberton's own story was nearing its final pages. Sick and struggling financially, he sold his remaining interest in the business shortly before his death. In 1888, John Pemberton died. He never saw the empire waiting beyond that little pharmacy. The man was gone, but the bottle remained. And someone else was about to take his creation somewhere he never could. From one small Atlanta pharmacy, the drink moved into American streets, homes, diners, factories, and eventually around the world. Pemberton spent his final years fighting his own pain. He never discovered how enormous his creation would become. And maybe that's what makes this story so American. Failure, reinvention, ambition, and a future nobody can see coming. So the next time you see that familiar bottle, remember the man standing behind it. He created something the world would remember. But history almost forgot the man who created it.
He came with nothing. He left us with America in a bottle. This was never just a drink. This was past unlocked. Click.
Thank you.